Chosen one, you're not missing this one. June 25th, 2025. Please listen. You've been called, and this time, this specific moment in divine timing is not slipping past you. June 25th, 2025 isn't just another date on the calendar. It's not just a Wednesday in the middle of the year. No, this day has been marked in the unseen realm with glowing significance. Something rare is unfolding, a moment tailored for your spirit. A door that was once sealed shut is being cracked open just for you. You won't miss it. Not this time. You've missed things before. Let's be honest. There were divine windows that appeared in the past, but you weren't prepared either. The noise of the world distracted you, or fear held you back from stepping forward. You questioned your timing, you questioned yourself, you second-guessed your readiness. But not this time. This time is different. This is your appointment with destiny, and you are going to recognize it when it arrives. This video was created as a divine sign, a whisper from the heavens, urging you not to dismiss what is approaching. Watch this video until the end and write your warmest wishes and 99 in the comments below to send your energy into the universe, declaring your readiness to receive what's already yours. Now chosen one like this video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel. And let's begin. This is not another vague promise. This is not another date being thrown into the void. Without meaning, the spiritual realm has been shifting, aligning and preparing something monumental for this exact moment. There is movement happening in silence. Divine arrangements being made behind the scenes where your name is being discussed. June 25th is not a test. It's a moment of access. And the power behind that access has your spirit vibrating already. You can feel it. Can't you? A sense of urgency, a quiet expectation rising in you for some. This day will pass like every other. But for you, chosen one, it will leave a divine imprint on your soul. You've walked through fire, endured unseen battles, carried invisible burdens, and still, here you are, still standing, still believing, still listening. That resilience alone qualifies you to stand at the edge of this shift and receive what was delayed but never denied. June 25th will usher in answers the kind you've been waiting for. Delays that made no sense will suddenly collapse. People who once overlooked you will be divinely redirected to notice you again, but this time they'll be compelled to treat you as you truly are. Because this shift isn't about proving anything. It's about being placed. You're not the same as before. Your level has changed. Your understanding has matured. You don't crave noise or attention anymore. You crave truth, alignment, and moments that matter. And this is one of those moments. You don't have to fight for it, but you must recognize it. That's what the spirit realm is watching for your awareness, your receptiveness, your agreement with the divine timing of this day. Don't allow distractions to pull you out of place. You've waited too long and sacrificed too much to fall asleep right before the breakthrough. It's as if heaven is pausing all other noise to give you this one divine sentence. You're not missing this one. You may not fully understand what's going to happen on June 25th. And that's okay. This isn't about your intellect, it's about your spirit. The signs have been increasing, the nudges, the repeating numbers, the dreams you've had recently, the quiet sense that something is about to break. That's not your imagination, that's confirmation. And if you feel it, you're already in alignment with what's to come. You've been positioned, even in your pain. You've been refined through every delay, the lessons, the losses, the loneliness. It all served a sacred purpose. And now, on this date, your obedience and patience are being acknowledged in ways that only divine intervention can orchestrate. There is someone watching you chosen. One, someone you may not even know. A destiny carrier, a gatekeeper, a key person that is going to say yes. Because heaven told them to, you don't have to chase this. You only have to remain still. Stay in position and trust what is already set in motion. The day is coming, the hour is near, and this time you'll be on the inside of the door when it opens. Even the delays were divine, the setbacks were setups. You weren't being rejected, you were being protected until this very alignment could occur. You see, if you had moved too early, you wouldn't have been ready. And if it had come too soon, it wouldn't have lasted. But now everything has matured. Your mindset, your spiritual posture, your perspective. You're not only ready to receive the blessing, you're ready to carry it. Well, this moment doesn't come with fanfare. It doesn't come with a loud announcement. It arrives like a whisper with thunderous consequences. And only those tuned into the divine will notice it. But your ears are open, your eyes are wide, your heart is ready. You're not the same person who missed moments in the past. You've been sharpened, you've been awakened, and now you're being entrusted. So don't be discouraged by the silence. The quiet isn't empty. It's full of movement, full of power, full of acceleration that hasn't shown up yet in the natural, but is already bursting in the spiritual heaven. Has decided earth will reflect it, and you chosen one, you will walk in it. Stay in alignment. Keep your soul calm and your spirit alert. Guard your peace block, out the noise. You don't need a second opinion. When God has already decided, your name has been placed into the divine calendar of fulfillment, and June 25th is circled in glory. And this time you will not miss it. You're waking up to something that others cannot see while the world sleeps. You've become spiritually alert. Your soul has been stirred for a reason, and that reason is tied directly to June 25th. You're not missing this because you were born for it. You've been hearing the whispers, feeling the shifts, sensing the vibration deep within your being. These are not random sensations. They are confirmations. There's an energy around you that has changed. You've noticed how people respond to you differently lately. You've noticed how old habits no longer hold power over you. You've been quietly detaching from distractions, removing yourself from circles that no longer carry your frequency. That's divine preparation. God has been isolating you, not to punish you, but to preserve you for what's coming. You've been held back from certain things because this upcoming moment needs your full attention, your full strength, and your full presence. Don't second guesses the inner knowing that's been rising inside of you. This is not paranoia or wishful thinking. It's discernment, and your discernment is sharp right now. For a purpose you are being entrusted with, revelation, clarity, and divine instruction. And it's not just so you'll survive this next season. It's because you're about to thrive in it. You're going to walk into a reality that many only dream of. That's why this specific date matters. That's why June 25th, 2025 carries weight. You were never created to chase. You were created to attract. And now, the things that once eluded you are being pulled into your orbit. The blessings that once passed you by are coming back around with your name on them. You won't have to fight for visibility because what's meant for you will now see you clearly. You won't have to beg for what's yours because the heavens have already released it. Something unseen has shifted in your favor. You've been elevated in the spirit without an announcement. And the thing about divine elevation is this. It doesn't need validation. It simply manifests. People won't understand how you got there. They won't see the secret battles you fought, the nights you cried in silence, the days you stayed obedient, even when you were weary. But God saw, and that's why you're being rewarded. The spiritual warfare you faced recently, that wasn't random. That was resistance to your release. That was pressure before the promise you've been pressing through. Atmospheres that were never designed to hold you. That's why it felt uncomfortable. That's why you've been restless. The shift required shedding, and you brave soul, you didn't run back to comfort. You leaned into the unknown with faith. That kind of courage doesn't go unnoticed by the divine chosen one. The moment approaching is more than just a financial blessing or external success. This is about identity. It's about stepping fully into who you are and why you were sent here. You've always known you were different. You've always carried a sense of assignment, even if you didn't have the words for it. But now that identity is being confirmed, you're going to walk in rooms that were once locked. Not because someone opened them for you, but because you now carry the spiritual authority to walk through them. There is a download of divine strategy coming, ideas, blueprints, and instructions that will change your path. Not just for you, but for others tied to your assignment. Your voice matters more than ever. Your presence will shift environments. Your obedience will break generational limitations. And that's why the enemy has been trying so hard to distract you. But his time is up. You've outgrown the trap. You've outlasted the resistance, and now it's time for fulfillment. Don't doubt how far you've come. Your growth didn't happen in public. It happened in silence. It happened in dark rooms when no one was clapping. It happened when you chose faith over fear. Even when everything in the natural said otherwise, you made choices that heaven applauded, and now heaven is responding. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust this, the pieces are falling together faster than you think. The connections, the timing, the release, it's all converging. June 25th is a spiritual checkpoint, a place where destiny meets obedience. You don't have to strive for it. You just need to be present, aware, and aligned. Take this as your final warning before the window opens. Not a warning in fear, but a wake-up call. In favor, you're being reminded that this moment is sacred. There is something you're supposed to do, say, or decide around this day, and it will activate more than just blessings. It will activate legacy purpose movement. Don't let your current circumstances lie to you. You are not forgotten. You are not delayed. You are not missing this moment. You've already been included, and now you are being instructed. Divine acceleration doesn't come with chaos. It comes with calm conviction. You will feel the push to move to act, to say yes when the moment presents itself. Trust that pull. That's heaven leading you. Everything you've been through has been preparing you to handle this well. You've been given access. Before this time, you'll know how to walk through it. You won't shrink back. You won't fumble the opportunity. You won't sabotage the blessing. You're ready chosen. 1. You've matured spiritually. You've become grounded. You're not easily swayed anymore. And because of that, you're about to carry something sacred. You're about to receive something rare, and you'll protect it. Not out of fear, but out of honor for how far you've come. This isn't about ego or applause. This is about alignment. Divine alignment. What's coming to you on June 25th, 2025 has been rehearsed in the heavens, and now the earth will catch up. You're not late, you're right on time. Don't let your old self talk you out of what your new self is prepared to walk into. You're not missing this one. You couldn't if you tried. It's been embedded into your path. All you have to do is show up fully present, fully surrendered, fully believing you were never overlooked. You were being prepared. There's a difference. And now that difference is about to become evident to everyone who doubted, dismissed, or delayed you. The time for hiding is over. The time for shrinking is done on June 25th, 2025. The divine spotlight touches your life in a way it never has before. This is the moment your obedience meets manifestation. All those days you trusted God when nothing made sense. This is the moment those choices return with a harvest you were planting. Seeds in the dark, praying when others were playing surrendering, when others were strategizing in their flesh. And now the heavens are aligning to reward you in the open. Something is going to click in your spirit on June 25th. A recognition, a spiritual awakening, a voice that says it's time. You may not know exactly what you're stepping into, but your soul you will feel it, that magnetic pull, that clarity, that sacred nudge that lets you know you've arrived at the intersection of destiny and divine release. You've seen hints of it already, random blessings, unexpected opportunities, people showing up with divine timing, but those were just previews. Now the fullness of the plan is being revealed. The fog is clearing, the veil is lifting, and what you're about to see is going to take your breath away. You don't need to chase validation anymore. You've outgrown the need for others to confirm what God already confirmed in your spirit. And that's why you've become unshakable. You're no longer reacting to the world. You're responding to divine instruction. You're moving from a higher place now. And because of that, new doors are being opened to you. Doors that don't operate with logic, but with favor. Everything is being recalibrated around you. The timing, the people, the places, even your desires have changed. You don't crave what you used to. You're not impressed by what once distracted you. That's not loss, that's growth. You're evolving, and the world around you is adjusting to match the new you. And that's why you had to be pulled away for a season. You couldn't have this moment if you were still entertaining the old version of your life. Some relationships had to dissolve. Some plans had to collapse. Some routines had to be disrupted, not because they were bad, but because they were beneath your new level. You are a vessel, now a carrier of purpose, a representative of divine excellence. The light within you has intensified, and it cannot be dimmed. The frequency you carry is being felt across realms. And now, heaven is dispatching support to ensure you step into your ordained place at exactly the right time. Chosen. 1. Your story was never meant to be average. That's why your process has been so intense. The weight of your calling demanded a deeper preparation. But now you're ready to hold the weight of the blessing. On June 25th, there will be a sign. Something subtle but undeniable. A message, an encounter, a breakthrough that affirms everything your spirit has been sensing. And when it happens, don't overanalyze it. Don't let fear creep in. Instead, pause, breathe, and say these words silently. I'm ready. I receive it. You're not being tested. You're being trusted. That's what this season is about. You've proven yourself faithful, and now the rewards are being released in layers. It may not all come at once, but each step will build momentum. Each door will lead to another, and each encounter will carry a purpose you've been faithful with, little. And now much is being given. Resources, influence, impact. You're going to be responsible for something much larger than yourself. That's why your mindset had to mature. That's why your emotions had to stabilize. Because where you're going, emotional immaturity can't survive. This shift isn't just about you. It's about the people who will be blessed. Because you showed up, it's about those silently watching you, drawing hope from your endurance. It's about the lives tied to your purpose. You were chosen not just to rise, but to lift others as you go, and you're ready for that. Now watch how things begin to align in the days leading up to June 25th. Watch how clarity flows, how burdens lift, how direction sharpens. It's not random, it's divine orchestration. You're being drawn into the center of a divine setup, and it's bigger than anything you've envisioned. You don't need to make anything happen. You just need to stay aligned, stay expectant, and stay ready, because the wave that's about to hit your life is unstoppable. And this time, you're not missing the ride. You're not standing on the shore anymore. You're being carried straight into destiny. Keep your posture humble. Keep your heart open. Keep your spirit sharp, because on June 25th, the spiritual shift will be tangible. You'll know it. You'll feel it. And if you're still enough, you'll hear heaven whisper, "You didn't miss it. This one is yours. This is not the time to doubt. This is the time to declare every breath you take." Leading up to that day should carry intention. Every prayer should be laced with faith. Every action should reflect your readiness. No more shrinking, no more hiding, no more playing small chosen one. You've passed the test you didn't even know you were taking. And now you are being handed access. Use it with reverence, use it with purpose, and most importantly, walk into it like you belong, because you do. There is a sacred silence before certain divine moves. It's not emptiness, it's incubation. And chosen one, that's exactly what you've been in an incubation period, the womb of transformation, where God reshaped your identity, realigned your focus, and restructured your future. You've been hidden, not forgotten, protected, not rejected, positioned, not punished. The pain you felt, that was proof. Something greater was being prepared. You're not missing this one because your spiritual ears have been trained to hear beyond the noise. You know the sound of divine instruction now. And what you've been hearing lately, the inner restlessness, the divine urgency, the quiet excitement, is a signal a divine countdown has begun, and your name is on the scroll. June 25th is not an ordinary checkpoint. It's a crossover. It's the type of moment that divides a life into before and after. You may not see fireworks in the sky, but your soul will know something has shifted, something irreversible, something glorious, and you will never go back to what was once considered normal. You've crossed the line between hoping and knowing. You no longer plead for things, you decree them. You no longer question your value. You embody it. You no longer chase what's not meant for you. You attract what aligns. And because of that evolution, you are walking straight into manifestation without resistance. You don't need to make noise about what's happening. The results will speak. The transformation will speak. The favor on your life will be undeniable. What God is doing is so intentional, so precise, that not even your enemies will be able to deny it. They may not celebrate it, but they'll witness it. And that's enough. You are the evidence that delay is not denial. You are the proof that preparation takes time. And now you are the vessel through which divine glory will be revealed. Not because you are perfect, but because you were willing to walk the hard road, willing to trust in the silence, willing to heal even when no one apologized, willing to keep showing up, even when no one noticed. And that willingness is your divine currency. Heaven deals in surrender, not performance. And you chosen one have paid the price. Now it's time to collect the inheritance, and the inheritance begins with clarity. You'll notice how confusion begins to fade, leading up to June 25th. What felt uncertain will suddenly become obvious. What seemed delayed will appear. What once required your force will now respond to your flow. That's how divine alignment works. It doesn't require struggle. It requires surrender. And now, because you've learned that, you'll begin to walk into rooms with divine access codes. You'll speak less, but say more. You'll move slower, but accomplish more. You'll stop performing and start producing. What's coming will not be loud, but it will be life-changing. This shift isn't just about spiritual reward. There's something tangible connected to it. Something you've been waiting for in the physical, a change in lifestyle, a connection, a promotion, a contract, a phone call, a solution, a reconciliation, a yes. That's been hovering in the heavens now, descending like a dove softly, intentionally, but undeniably. And the most beautiful part, you don't need to fight for it. There are moments when the fight is needed, but there are also moments when the fight ends, and for you, June 25th marks the end of the old war. The one you've been battling silently for years. You are entering into divine ease, not because life will be without challenges, but because you will no longer be carrying battles that don't belong to your current season. You've been carrying spiritual weight for years, lifting burdens not just for yourself, but for your bloodline. And now your shoulders are being released. You're not supposed to carry the old anymore. You're supposed to create the new. Everything you've walked through has been an education, and now your degree has arrived. Your certificate is called authority, spiritual authority, emotional stability, mental clarity, energetic sovereignty. And with that, you will begin to see how easy it becomes to say no to anything that does not match your mission. This is your arrival season, and it's not about arriving at a destination. It's about arriving at a version of yourself that is finally ready to steward what's coming. You will no longer question if you're enough. You'll no longer ask if you're too late. You'll no longer wonder if you missed your window. You are right on time in the right body with the right soul for the right season. Do not worry if others don't understand the significance of this moment. It was never for them. This moment was coded in your DNA. It was written in the divine blueprint before you even arrived on earth. This is your time, and this is your confirmation. Even now, things are being rearranged in your favor. People are being repositioned. Opportunities are being rerouted. Paths are being cleared. And it's all leading to you, not because of luck, but because of divine alignment. And as this moment draws near, you may feel a sudden push to clean prepare, write, reflect, fast pray, or rest, follow the pull. These are prophetic signals. This is your spirit syncing with divine timing. Don't ignore it. Don't delay it. Flow with it. Everything is unfolding exactly as it should. The heavens have moved, and now it's your turn. There's a reason your spirit has been unsettled, even in moments that should feel peaceful. It's not that something is wrong, it's that something is rising. A new frequency, a new alignment, a new opportunity that's coming into view, and your soul is responding to it like a divine radar, picking up a signal from the future chosen. 1 June 25th isn't just a date, it's a turning point, the kind that shifts atmospheres in silence, the kind that alters bloodlines without needing applause. This is the kind of moment you were born for, and the beautiful thing, you don't need to chase it because it's already chasing you. This moment is tied to your assignment, and your assignment is being unlocked in a way that will make everything finally make sense. The delays, the heartbreak, the hidden seasons, the isolation, the spiritual tension, every chapter that left you wondering why me will suddenly align like puzzle pieces that only fit when the full picture is revealed. You are walking into a moment that has been long prepared, and now all of heaven is watching to see one thing. Will you recognize it? Will you pause long enough to feel what your mind cannot comprehend? Will you silence the distractions long enough to hear the whisper that says it's now? Because everything that you need to know won't be shouted, it will be whispered. And that whisper will carry more power than all the noise of the world combined. It's not about hype, it's about alignment. And June 25th, 2025 is the date that alignment becomes action. There are opportunities being sent to you that don't look like what you expected. Don't dismiss them because they come quietly. Don't miss the blessing because it comes wrapped in ordinary. Sometimes what you prayed for comes disguised because it's only for those who can see with spirit. Not sight chosen. 1. Your spiritual sight is clearer than ever before. You've been given insight, foresight, and divine intelligence for such a time as this, and that insight will guide you. That foresight will protect you. That divine intelligence will unlock doors for you that can't be opened by connections or credentials, only by calling. You have grown into a version of yourself that can now carry divine instruction before you weren't ready, not because you weren't willing, but because you hadn't yet shed the weight of other people's expectations. But now you've broken free from that. You've stopped shrinking for comfort. You've stopped contorting yourself to fit old spaces. You are no longer a servant of survival. You are a vessel of vision. That's why the divine is honoring your readiness. That's why things are about to move fast. You're no longer fighting the process, you're flowing with it. And in that flow, there is grace, acceleration, and divine supply. Provision is coming. Strategies are coming. Clarity is coming. Even your energy will shift. You'll feel lighter, sharper, freer, because everything that doesn't match your next level will fall off naturally. That includes people, that includes habits, that includes environments. Do not mourn the things you lose between now and June 25th. They're not losses, they're clearings. Heaven is removing everything that could distract you from what's about to be released, and you'll feel it emotionally, spiritually, even physically. Don't resist it, flow with it. There are whispers happening behind closed doors. Right now, your name is on their lips, conversations are taking place in rooms your feet haven't stepped into yet, and those rooms will be open to you. Not because you forced your way in, but because your preparation made you the answer to a problem. Those rooms are praying to solve. You are no longer waiting. You are walking, you are no longer hoping, you are hearing. And soon, you will be harvesting. You've entered the realm where faith becomes fulfillment. And yes, there will still be challenges, but they won't defeat you. You've grown past the fear. You've developed the spiritual tools to rise even when the ground shakes you. Now understand, the assignment is bigger than comfort. It's about impact, and your impact is about to multiply. Chosen one, you're not the same person who started this journey. You are now a match for your mission, and because of that, you're not missing this divine intersection. Heaven knows your name, the spiritual realms recognize your light. You carry a sound, now a frequency of obedience, alignment, and unwavering belief, and that sound travels. It opens doors, it gathers favor, it magnetizes miracles between now and June 25th. You may feel things intensify, not as pressure, but as preparation. That's the anointing oil beginning to flow. That's the birthing of the version of you that is no longer waiting to be picked, but walking in, knowing you've already been chosen. You're stepping into a moment where the spiritual becomes visible, where all the inner work you've done begins to manifest. Externally, you've said yes to the process. Now, the process is saying yes to you. There is a place that has been reserved, a moment that has been customized, a release that has been timed down to the second, and it carries your spiritual fingerprint. It won't respond to anyone else. It was made for you and you alone. So breathe, deep, walk, tall, stay aware, keep your heart open, let go of anything that feels heavy, forced, or confusing. God is not the author of confusion. So if something doesn't sit right in your spirit, it's not yours to carry into this new moment. You are not entering this day by chance. You are entering by confirmation. June 25th is divine strategy. It is the visible shift, the echo of heaven manifesting in your timeline. Chosen one, take a deep breath. You've walked this far in faith, and now you're standing at the edge of something sacred. June 25th, 2025 is for you. You're being drawn into it.